We've just had a delivery, so I thought it would be a good opportunity just to revisit some tips on how to reduce barking. I think lockdown, we really realised how a lot our dogs barked when we had those extra deliveries. And now that we're working from home, my husband works a lot from home and the barking does do his head in. So we've really had to work hard to reduce the barking in the house. Barney's our main culprit, to be fair, but obviously I have 5 dogs in total, doggy daycare. So if one goes up, then they all go up. So it's just tips that I've put together to help reduce the barking. They're not always foolproof. They do need revisiting all of the time, especially if you've got a dog like Barney that loves to bark. But they have certainly reduced it and made it more manageable with the amount of deliveries that you get these days. So the first one, reduce the vantage points where they can see. So if they're standing on the settee looking out the window, they're going to bark as soon as they see something. So just change things around so they can't see. Shut the blinds or pop something on the settee so they cannot look out there. Just change the situation so that opportunity isn't there for them to stand and wait for something to bark at. Be prepared for your deliveries, be prepared for your postman. We do tend to get texts and emails and things let us know when our deliveries arriving now. So be prepared for that. Pop the dog in another room or, look out for your postman coming. The postmen tend to come around about the same time, I think, these days. And your deliveries, you can see them coming up the street generally. Just be prepared for them, pop the dog away. So it's just, again, it's stopping the cycle and the reaction of them thinking that they have to bark at everything that arrives at your front door. And have a bowl of treats ready, for the eventualities where you don't have advance notice of your deliveries coming, that something's going on next door. We've got builders going on next door. Once upon a time that would have been barking constantly now while I'm doing this. But I've trained them just to lie down. I've scatter fed them. I've asked Barney to come to me and lie down and reassured him as well. It's all right, there's no noise. Just reward and praise. And again, that helps with reducing the cycle of them thinking, oh, strange noise, got a bark. That's another good one to have. And praise them when they are quiet. Barney tends to lie in the hallway next to the front door, waiting for something to happen. And now because I've started to train him, reward him, I bring him to me and say, you're a good boy, give him some treats, or just, praise him as he's lying there being quiet, then that encourages them. They learn from, being praised, being rewarded, and they repeat the behaviours that they get the rewards for and the praise. So if the dog's lying down quietly when there's noise going on outside, then it's really good to praise them and encourage that sort of behaviour, because that's what you want, isn't it? Because we don't want them to react into every sort of noise outside. You can also train them to go to their beds or go to a safe place like a mat or in their crates. If you know something's coming or the delivery's arriving or somebody's at the door, train, a cue where go to bed or go and lie down, train that and proof that at all times. So when you see something happening, you can send the dog off, put a chew in there, or you just that they know that they have to lie quietly, throw some kibble in or treats, and then encourage them to go to the beds. So again, breaking the cycle of the behaviours is what we're doing these things for. Or another good one, turn your Ring doorbell off or your doorbell as well, because I had some dogs that were staying in mine in doggy daycare who actually started to bark at that when it was on the radio, which wasn't good. So we turned that off just to stop that from happening. And another good tip is to put your letterbox on the wall outside so they're not actually putting the letters through the door. So that's another trigger that you can remove for the barking as well. And just, really praise them when they are quiet. At the end of the day, dogs do bark. That's how they communicate, just like kids make a lot of noise when they're playing. They're just doing it, because they think that's the right thing to do to alert us to noise. So, you're never going to get rid of barking all the time from some dogs that are genuinely a barky dog. But, there are things that we can do to manage that situation for the dog, for our sanity, for our neighbours' sanity, and just to have a calm household, which is what you want. You want quiet and calmness in your home. So just some tips that I thought of just after my delivery, and just to give them a go.